Hi, I'm Miriam Joy and welcome to my studio. Love is in the air. Well, at least love for Valentine's crafts. So I want to go back and revisit some of the ones that I think you would really enjoy. Let's get started. I'm Miriam Joy and welcome to my studio. Today we're working on our Valentines Chandelier, and this just makes a really great centerpiece, be it for the season or for a party. It's just a lot of fun. So we're going to show you how we did that today. And the first thing I did is I went to the Dollar Tree and I got my hearts, and they have these hearts, these glitter hearts, in red and pink. So I did the red, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one with the pink. And it has 5 hearts, and the biggest one is too big to use. But what I do is I save this and I use this for my pink glitter paper. If you scrapbook or do anything like that, that can be very, very expensive. So just cut this out and use it however, and it's usually a lot cheaper way to do that. And I didn't really care for the shapes of these. They're too wonky. But what I found out was that if you kind of flipped them, and then you have your big heart, and we're just going to decorate it on it. On the red one, I just took my permanent marker and did swirls all in this area that was going to show right there, and then glued them together. Now I'm going to do something a little bit different on this one, but we're going to go ahead and glue these together and get the glue going. I'm going to be using my big bottle of tacky glue. I need to transfer this to a smaller bottle. And what I'm doing is I'm just adding the glue to the small area, and we're going to do that on the other one as well. And we're going to be using both the large hearts, or the medium-sized hearts, and the small hearts. Let's get this one done. And for some reason I always get turned around when I go to glue these. It's really weird. And we're going to line them up right there. So you have that. There's our first one. All nice and done. And this one shouldn't take too long. And we're going to get all glittery at our house. It's not a good day. Well, I constantly live in glitter, probably. And this way you're only gluing one side of the heart, and this top area is not going to end up with any glue on it. So we've got that done. And line them up there. Okay, so we've got those all put together. On this one, I'm going to put little hearts on this part. I found these little puffy hearts. They were just $1. I thought they were really cute. Instead of putting lines or whatever on, I thought that would be kind of a different idea. Also, I really thought about putting the wax design right here. I thought that would be really cute as well. If you're not familiar with that, go to my YouTube page, and the first video is the wax design technique, and it shows you how to do it all, and it's a lot of fun. And it really takes your crafts to the next level. And you can find it, best, easiest way is go to my website at miriamjoy.com and click on the MJ videos, and it'll take you directly to the Facebook page, or excuse me, the YouTube page. We also have a Facebook page at Miriam Joy Gourd Creations, and we're always doing different fun things there. Okay, see how cute that looks? Getting that all done. And I'm not going to go ahead and do all the other sides, just to save you some time. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do that on all 4 of the sides, and then I come back and I take the highest part and I'm going to punch a hole, and this is a smaller hole punch, it's not the large one, and in a little bit so it doesn't break off. And I should have probably punched that before we put those hearts in there, so we know where those hearts are going to line up. So do this first, then put your hearts on. That's why we leave our bloopers on, so if I mess it up, somebody else will probably mess it up. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this right down the middle. And if you need to take a ruler and line it up, then go ahead and do that. And I'm taking my heavy duty scissors, kitchen scissors, and we're going to cut that straight up. And it's probably a good idea to have the ruler there. And we want this all the way down on this heart. So this cut needs to be up as far as that is, and just a little bit more to go. So we're almost there. And so your heart is going to fit right in that slot right there. And you want to kind of line it up so you've got that all nice and lined up. And one of the things I usually do the first thing when I get glitter items like that, see how much glitter is coming off, I take it out and spray varnish it, and it might be a really good idea so that it's going to last a little bit longer, and so that all of that spray or the glitter doesn't come off on you. It helps hold it there, and it makes it last for more than one season. I took a candle holder, this one, and they have them at the Dollar Tree or the dollar stores. They're a little bit smaller. This one's actually a little bit larger. I went to the thrift store and I looked for one, and I wanted it to be a little bit smaller than this one, so I picked these up from the thrift store, and that's a great place to purchase them if you're looking for them. So I'm going to take my hot glue gun, and this is hot, and I'm going to fill this up to hold. I don't want it quite to the top. My other one I got a little bit too full, but pretty close. And you need it on hot, not your lower temp. And we're going to set that right in there. And you want to line everything up down at the bottom and let that cool. And that's going to take us a minute. I'm going to hold that there, and we're going to talk a little bit about our little glass chandelier crystal balls, or whatever you want to call them. Go over to your wedding section if you don't see them in a different section, and these are actually ornaments that dangle, and that is what you want to purchase, is the little dangly ones like that. Now what I'm going to do, and this is still cooling here, and I don't want to let go. So I'm going to let this dry just a little minute, and then we're going to come back and we're going to put our ornaments on it. It took a little longer to cool off than I thought, because this is glass, it's holding the heat in, so you have to hold that just a little while. And then I'm going to trim these, and then I'm going to tie them on and put them right back on. So just below the knot, because we want to keep as much length as possible on our little crystal guys here. And I just put them through the loop, And then I'm going to just one loop over and try and tie these. And like I said, keep these as much length as possible. If you find that it's easier to do this beforehand, I just thought it would be easier to do it once it was standing, but it may be easier with it laying down. And this is always the fun part, watching me. And if you also have a different string or different thing that you want to use instead that's a little bit longer, you can do that as well, because these fray a little bit. In fact, what I'm going to do is we're just going to put a tiny bit of glue on there to keep them together, and I think that will really be the trick. Yep. And then we're going to put that knot right in them, and then just go ahead and do all 4 of them all the way around, just like that. If you wanted to tie a big pretty bow here instead, that would really be fun too. Just a nice red or pink or white bow, something that went with your holiday theme. I used one of the Valentine wreaths that you find at the Dollar Tree and just set that at the base. Whatever works for you. I'm going to go ahead and finish that up, and that is how we make our chandelier Valentine centerpiece. If you have any questions about the project we did today, please email me at art@miriamjoy.com. Thank you, and God bless.